Dear viewers, a poor orphan girl receives a pair of magical shoes woven from starlight, but when they begin to walk on their own, guiding her into the frozen forest, she discovers a secret that could save or doom the entire kingdom. What will she find at the end of the starlit path? Let's begin our mystical journey through enchanted realms. Once upon a time, snow falls on the silent village, a blanket of white softening every edge under the starlit sky. A million stars glitter above, casting a serene glow on the snow-covered streets. Elara, a small orphan girl, walks alone, her footsteps the only sound in the hushed night. Her kind green eyes reflect the soft light, a gentle demeanor against the cold. Each snowflake dances around her, as if whispering secrets in the stillness. Elara enters Master Orrin's workshop, a haven of warmth and inviting light. The air is saturated with the comforting aroma of leather and polish, a sign of years' craftsmanship. Orrin, a shoemaker in his 70 seconds, looks up, his face filled with kindness. A genuine, warm smile spreads across Orrin's face as he acknowledges Elara's arrival. The cozy workshop exudes an atmosphere of gentle industry and timeless tradition. Every corner of the room whispers stories of dedication and the artistry of shoemaking. Elara sweeps, shadows dance, dust motes gleam in lamplight. The rhythmic swish of the broom fills the quiet space, a familiar comfort in their nightly routine. Master Orrin's weathered hands skillfully shape leather, his brow furrowed in concentration as he crafts a shoe. Their soft voices weave tales of the starlit north, filling the workshop with warmth and shared memories. A deep bond shines between them, formed in years of laughter and companionship, a silent promise of fixed support. In Master Orrin's workshop, Elara sleeps peacefully near the dying fire, her dreams a soft whisper in the silent room. Orrin hunches over his workbench, the dim light casting long shadows as exhaustion pulls him into slumber. His head nods, a silent rhythm of scattered tools and half-finished inventions. He drifts into a dream, a world of his own creation unfolding behind his closed eyelids. The workshop fades as Orrin is pulled into a vibrant, surreal dreamscape. A world born of imagination and memory begins to form around the dreaming Orrin. Bathed in ethereal light, a lady made of moonlight shimmers into existence, her form radiant and otherworldly. The dreamscape swirls with celestial hues as she speaks to Master Orrin, her voice like the chime of distant stars.
Create a pair of shoes not from leather but from starlight,
she urges, her words carrying the weight of prophecy.
For there is a child whose steps will lead hope back into the world.
Orrin awakens in his workshop, sunlight catching the dust motes dancing around his workbench. Shimmering silver threads are splayed across the worn wood, an ethereal gift or a challenge. His aged hands tremble slightly as he reaches out, drawn to the otherworldly material. With focused intensity, Orrin begins the delicate process of weaving the silver threads. Days later, in his workshop, Orrin toils relentlessly, his brow furrowed in concentration, hands stained with ink and dust. His fingers, worn and bleeding, move with a delicate precision as he nears completion of his masterpiece. The threads slowly transform into the delicate shape of shoes, shimmering softly in the light. Finally, he completes them. A pair of delicate shoes shimmering faintly in the dim light. Orrin collapses, defeated, in between the chaos of his cluttered workshop. Elara finds him, her face etched with concern as she rushes to his side. She gently tends to him, coaxing sips of soup between his parched lips. Elara keeps a silent guard, her firm presence a comforting balm. Orin, catching his breath, smiles gently at Elara among the organized chaos of his workshop. He gestures to a pair of shimmering shoes, their details shimmering in the soft light.
These shoes were meant for you.
Orin says, his eyes twinkling with warmth.
They choose only feet that walk with kindness.
He adds, his voice resonating with sincerity. Gently, Orin places the shoes on Elara's feet, a perfect fit that seems almost magical. The workshop is bathed in starlight, emanating from the radiant shoes. A gentle pull emanates from the shoes, their tips pointing towards the door. Orin watches, his expression a mix of hope and solemnity.
They are guiding you.
Orin says, his voice filled with ancient wisdom.
Follow them.
He urges, a silent promise of destiny hanging in the air. Elara ventures into the snow-laden forest, her breath misting in the cold air. She follows a trail of shoe prints, each step crunching softly in the pristine snow. Deeper in the woods, the tracks lead her to a heartbreaking sight. A baby deer lies trapped, its small body pinned beneath a thick, fallen branch. A wave of compassion washes over Elara as she approaches the helpless creature. With a gentle touch, she frees the animal, its wild eyes reflecting a mix of fear and newfound hope. As the deer bolts away into the silent woods, Elara watches, a serene smile gracing her lips. A subtle warmth emanates from Elara's shoes, a magical glow against the white landscape. Elara walks through the snow-laden forest, her breath misting in the frigid air. A faint sound of crying pierces the silence, drawing her deeper into the woods. She discovers a lost child, shivering in the snow, alone and vulnerable. Elara's face softens with compassion as she comforts the child. Don't worry, I'll help you find your way home. I want my mommy. The lost child cries out, a heart-rending plea. Elara guides the lost child, her touch gentle, back towards the heart of the village. Anxious parents spot their missing son, their faces filled with worry transforming into pure relief. A tidal wave of emotion washes over them as they rush to embrace their child. The child is enveloped in a loving embrace. A soft, comforting glow emanates from the child's shoes, their dimness fading. The village witnesses a reunion, the air thick with unspoken gratitude and renewed hope. Snow smothers the forest, a silent, white world. Elara walks on, her breath ghosting in the icy air. At the base of a snow-drenched pine, she finds an old woman huddled, shivering violently. The old woman's face is pale, etched with the biting cold. Elara approaches cautiously, concern deepening. Elara offers her meager rations of dried meat and berries, a lifeline in the frozen wilderness. She wraps the old woman in her own cloak, sharing warmth against the relentless cold. Distant shouts echo through the trees as a rescue party arrives, breaking the forest's silence. Snow blankets the forest, each branch heavy with winter's burden as a lone figure walks through the dense trees. The old woman's face is etched with exhaustion, her eyes scanning the snowy path with fading hope. A surge of relief washes over her as she spots a figure emerging from the silent, snow-laden woods. Footsteps crunch softly on the fresh snow, a contrast to the figure's purposefully advance. Sunlight catches the figure's shoes, each step reflecting tiny suns against the pure white. Help has arrived, a light of hope in the stark, snow-covered forest. Worn shoes carry Elara toward the palace. It's pointing towards the sky. Torches cast flickering light on weeping faces. A city drowned in sorrow. Despair hangs heavy as the young queen's desperate cry echoes. The royal star has been stolen. The seriousness of the loss settles over Elara, a shadow falling across her face. The grand hall buzzes with whispers as courtiers gather, their expectant eyes focused intently on the queen. The queen's words hang heavy in the air.
They know something.
Suddenly, an extraordinary burst of radiant starlight erupts from Elara's shoes. The polished floor reflects the celestial display, bathing the hall in an ethereal glow. A collective gasp sweeps through the courtiers, their faces a mixture of awe and bewilderment. The starlight pulses, a hope of untold power, forever changing the fate of the palace. Majestic mountains loom in the distance, their peaks piercing the sky. Elara stands at the base, an unexpected pull towards the heights. Her shoes seem to guide her steps, an unseen force urging her on. Each step deeper, her determination grows. The mountains await, promising adventure. Against a daylight sky, Elara approaches a cave. Its dark mouth is opposite to the frozen cliff. The wind howls around her, carrying whispers of forgotten dreams and lost souls near the cave of lost hopes. Elara pauses at the threshold, her breath misting in the frigid air as she steels herself for the unknown. With a determined gaze, she steps into the shadows, leaving the harsh daylight behind. The entrance looms behind her, a shrinking light of hope in the encroaching darkness. Silence descends as Elara ventures deeper, the cave swallowing her whole into its cold embrace. Inside the cave of lost hopes, dust motes dance in a single ray of light, illuminating Elara's cautious advance. A creature made of darkness huddles in the cave's heart, clutching the royal star with trembling hands. The creature's surprisingly small form radiates a tangible sense of profound loneliness. Elara pauses, her expression shifting from caution to a mixture of pity and determination. The rough-hewn walls weep with moisture, their cold stone a sign of forgotten hopes. Elara's voice echoes in the vast emptiness, her question sharp and accusatory.
Why did you take it?
A creature stirs in the shadows, its form obscured by the gloom, its voice a raspy whisper.
I was cold, forgotten, unwanted. I just wanted someone to notice me.
The creature croaks, its words painting a portrait of desolate loneliness. In the cave of lost hopes, Elara kneels, empathy etched on her face as she confronts the mysterious creature. The air is thick with untold tales and forgotten dreams, a silent sign of the cave's haunting name. With firm resolve, Elara extends her hand, offering peace to the mysterious being before her. Her voice rings with fearless compassion, cutting through the heavy silence.
I notice you, and I am not afraid.
Elara declares, her eyes locking with the creature's in a moment of profound understanding. In the cave of lost hopes, shadows retreat as the starlight shoes ignite, casting a radiant glow on the damp stone walls. The cave transforms, revealing hidden details in the newly illuminated space. A creature shimmers, its form now visible in the brilliant light, an ethereal being revealed from the darkness. Gently, the creature presents the royal star to Elara, a silent offering of gratitude and hope. Elara receives the royal star, its light reflecting in her eyes, a symbol of renewed purpose. The creature's voice, soft and filled with emotion, breaks the silence.
Thank you for seeing me.
Elara returns to the grand palace, the royal star held high, its light reflecting in her determined eyes. The queen accepts the star, raising it above her head with regal grace. A hush falls over the court. Golden warmth floods the kingdom, shadows retreating as sunlight bathes the relieved courtiers.
I request that Master Oren be honored.
Elara de Gladys, the queen nods.
Master Oren shall be the royal shoemaker.
That night, as Elara sat beneath the open sky, her slippers glowed a final time. Slowly, gently, they rose, floated higher, higher, until they disappeared into the heavens.